Alright guys, so this is my digital hub presentation. I am Jonathan Saul. For those of you that were calling me JB, this is what you can Google me at. You can also tweet me at It's Alright. Use the hashtag. So here we go. Strategy and positioning. So my current situation is that I'm really interested in the startup sector. I'm building my own startup right now, and I'm also looking for employment. So that's kind of the main goal for this, is for me to get a job. I'd like to engage and learn through others while making connections. So following industry leaders, posting relevant content, engaging when appropriate, and then eventually just measuring up and monitoring my accounts through different analytics systems, which I'll get into later, and then comparing my accounts to industry leaders. So as far as positioning goes, positioning myself as a practicing professional, keeping my brand personable, trying to be helpful to others, and not to focus on the influencer status, because honestly, unless you have a boat ton of money or you have a really good idea and you're doing something with it, people aren't really going to pay a whole lot of attention to you. So for my goals and objectives, my short-term goal is career placement, looking to get a job once I graduate in May. Stay current on the sector, kind of see what's going on, who's doing what moves are being had, and who's buying who. Increase connections. I want to reach 450 connections on LinkedIn. You'll see my numbers a little bit later on that, but it shouldn't be too much of a stretch. Facebook, I'd like to add 50 relevant people in the startup industry to my friends group. As far as Twitter reach, I'd like to hit 500. Google, I would like to have 15 people follow me or add me to their circles. Right now I have around 60, and I think I have around 200 people in different circles. And then my blog, I'd like to have 10 subscribers. Long-term goals, staying relevant, becoming known in the startup sector for both my company and the things that I do, and then building my own business. My objectives: monitor new concepts, increase engagement, increase knowledge of technology and the trends that are going on, and to promote myself. So similar examples of inspiration. We got Elon Musk, Guy Kawasaki, and Jeff Bezos. Elon is the guy that's basically doing Tesla, SpaceX, pretty big. He's doing Hyperloop right now as well, so he's really out there, but he's all about his entrepreneur ability and just kind of moving forward. He kind of doesn't take shit from anyone and does whatever he wants to. Guy Kawasaki is a marketer, venture capitalist, started at Apple, went to Google to kind of help with the Motorola front, and then that kind of ended. And then he's also part of Garage Tech Ventures, which is the venture capital side. Jeff Bezos, he's an e-commerce giant, started Amazon, does Blue Origin as well, and then they kind of took a piece of the Washington Post as well. So influential blogs and folks to follow: HubSpot, TechCrunch, 500 Startups, and On Startups are kind of the place to be right now as far as looking at some of this stuff. Since my startup is more tech-based, I kind of went more that way with it. People from Buffer are really awesome to follow. They do a really good job at kind of incorporating Buffer, but also talking about a lot of different aspects in the arena, especially the two founders. Ben Milne, I think is how you pronounce his name. His startup is a payment system. It's something I'm looking to integrate into my startup as well. So I've been kind of following his track of what he's been doing and kind of integrating that. So he likes to use Twitter. He uses Tumblr as well. As far as channels go, this is my hub. It all centers on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, my WordPress site, and my About Me is kind of like a backup. So LinkedIn, I have 439 connections right now. It's the center of my hub. It's more career aspect and professional. My Facebook, I have 1,300 friends right now, which is kind of less than I've had in the past. I've had up to like 2,000 when I was doing a lot of promotion work, but kind of wanted to empty out that a little bit. It's more personal. It's a view into my life. It kind of makes you understand that I'm still a real person even though I'm posting a lot of things. So it's kind of a professional casual mix. Twitter, 420, followed 421 as of a few minutes ago. Real proud of that one. I'm a member of 29 different lists, so that's pretty nice, most of which have over 5,000 different people added to those lists as well, so pretty big as far as those go. It's mixed use. It's pretty consistent and content focused. I don't put a whole lot of personal stuff on Twitter. It's every once in a while it's a quick event or something, but not usually. As far as WordPress goes, it's jonathansaul.com. I don't have any subscribers right now. It's kind of just starting. It is a blog about me. I'm looking to make a couple pages in there to kind of go over a few other things as well, like my life and my business. It's mixed use. I may start putting external content on it as well. So Google Plus, unfortunately, it's listed at JB Saul, which really affects my SEO part. It's a content blog, and there's good communities for content on there. I have 60 followers, like I mentioned earlier. And then my About Me is a backup for my WordPress. It does have some SoMe stuff integrated into it, so it kind of makes it easier to follow through and find me. But it also has no subscribers. So branding consistency. My profiles look the same. You know it's me when you're on them. I have a very consistent voice as far as what's being posted across them. My image is professional throughout. Even my Instagram photo is me in my suit and stuff. And then content is similar in nature. So content optimization, utilizing the character space, making sure I'm filling in all the boxes even if I'm using an aggregator. Build good headlines, read the content for relevance, make sure that I'm actually reading the things that I'm posting. Post content to the platform's audience, so making sure that I'm reaching who is using those different platforms that I'm trying to, using keywords for search, making sure images are used so that I can kind of generate the click aspect, if you will, and then create possibilities for engagement, which is really important. So my content calendar, it's a little different platform than what you might be used to looking at. LinkedIn, I'd like to do 6 posts a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and those posts should be up by 11 a.m. Facebook, 3 posts per week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday by 1 p.m. On Twitter, I can pretty much let it rain. Monday through Friday from noon to 6 p.m. WordPress, do a post a week on Tuesday, have it up by 10 a.m. Google Plus, 6 posts per week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday by 10 a.m. And then my About Me follows my WordPress just 1 day later. Plan to evaluate the analytics monthly and then determine if major changes need to be on a 3-month cycle. Measurement and monitoring. Basically for LinkedIn, we're looking at total connections. If I click who's viewed my profile, I can see where they're coming from and who they are and what they do. Facebook, likes, comments, shares. In the groups and pages that I do control, I can use insights. Twitter analytics, Hootsuite, both of which I've kind of played with a little bit. Follows, favorites, retweets, mentions, and times I'm listed are kind of good indicators as well. For WordPress, I have Google Analytics built into that, so I can kind of see where people are coming and going. People commenting, sharing, linking to the site, Google Plus with the ripples option that they have there, which I couldn't get with work today for some reason. It just kept blanking out on me, but and then shares and pluses on that one. About Me, it has a site stats option. I can use Google Analytics on a premium account, and then comments, shares, and links. So number 25 on page 3 as far as Google goes. I have a couple images, 6 and 33, that are above the scroll. And LinkedIn, you can find me on the 3rd listing, so you can click that link and get to me, because I'll be above the scroll on that one. Reputation management. Don't engage in topics I don't know about. Stay away from conversations which are seen to be taboo or controversial. Use Repler and Simple Wash to check things that I might miss, and then view my page as someone else on all my platforms while staying positive throughout the whole process. So opportunities, engagement in professional groups, especially on LinkedIn. Opportunities to meet in person, taking the situation offline. Shorts, probably going to be local opportunities here in Dayton aren't really there, and the time that it takes to make sure that I'm pushing all this through. So that's it. Any questions or anything?